Alright. There we go. Hello, everyone. There we go. Welcome in. Welcome to Macabre Monday. Welcome in, Ghost. Me when I'm in the bunker and I see a tasty rat around the corner. There are lots of tasty rats around these corners, it's true. There we go. That's a little quiet. That's about where I want to... Well, that's a little loud. That's about where I want to be. There we go. Need to be able to exclaim without peeking. Perfect. And I think last week the game was a touch quiet, so I'm going to take a risk here. Bump it up to -8 decibels. We'll see how that goes. Gonna lurk for a while, but I hope to be around to catch... Oh, to catch the bunker buddies, of course. The bunker buddies being the rats and I. We don't have any gameplay. Hang on. I know just what to do about that. Go here, and full screen projector preview to the capture card, minimize OBS, maximize Amnesia. There we go. How's that looking? Looks good, looks good. All right. Probably going to be yeah, that's the thing. Probably going to be modulating my my audio as I go. Sounded pretty good last week. Yeah, see, you know, you gotta... Just watching it to make sure I don't peak, but I do want to be consistently very close to peaking. Close to peaking as I can get. That's my target. Anyway, let's pick up right where we left off. Now, with a whole 7 days in between me and the last time I played, I'm sure I don't remember anything about the last 5.5 hours. But we're going to do our best. I'm sure it'll all come back to me. The main thing is, I'm pretty sure we left off last time with me not really having a great idea of where to go next. But we'll see about that. Maybe I'm wrong. I've been excited to get back into this game, though. I'm very, very pleased with how it's going. That doesn't sound good. Why are we throwing me right into this with the scary noises right off the bat? Let me just get some notes prepared. Stream 2. Let me make that a heading. Heading 1, and real quick, because it's probably worth writing down, the game seems to greet you with the monster roaring. Just worth noting, that was at 07. Cool. Okay. Alright, what the hell are we doing then? Oh, my sensitivity on this mouse. That's a little high, actually. We've got a lot of fuel, so that's nice. And I've got a lot of fuel on me, which is nice. And no room for anything. This is kind of the issue. Resident Evil, your main storage isn't limited. Yeah, that's right. I've got the wrench and the cutters now, so there's definitely stuff I can do with both of those. I think I went to the prison first, and I'm probably just gonna have to go back around and look for things I've forgotten with these. I think maybe I would have stood a chance at doing that a little bit more efficiently had I just played all in one sitting last week, but I certainly didn't have time for that. Let's get these 3 fuel cans in the generator then. Settle down. What business do these rats have in my generator room? That's what I want to know. Oh, the generator's dead. I didn't even realize. What do I have to do to... I could be more intuitive, I think. I do understand why they didn't want to... That's about where I want the game to... I think the game could stand to come down just a little bit, because it's, like, right on the edge. And I'll tell you what, before we even kick that on, let's go grab a little bit more fuel. We might as well fill it all the way up before the excursion I'm about to go through. Just the one fuel, actually. And, I mean, no, I think I'd rather have a cloth on me than yet another bandage. It's a shame I'm going to be going out with I mean, the game's clearly encouraging me to actually start using things. Boo! Oh, fucking... Was you scared, Jack? You got me, Furious. You did. You need to be careful. I'm on edge enough as is. Mucking around this greasy old bunker. Okay. I'm going to save. Just in case I feel like save scumming later. I'm allowing myself a few save scums if need be. Go ahead and save that with the generator as full as I can get it. We'll start the generator up. And allow me just a moment. The fact that me just interacting with things is right now as loud as I want the game to get on stream tells me that we should probably back that up to negative 11 decibels. I think that's probably a good place to be. Hopefully for most games. I'm trying not to peak. And I have to imagine I tend to get louder. Oh, did I accidentally? I very nearly almost accidentally hit stop streaming because I was on the wrong computer. How you doing, Furious? Good to see you, buddy. Seeing that's too quiet. Very sensitive, yeah, and that's too loud. Try not to peak. Okay. Making sure we didn't lose any peripherals. Nope, we're good. Okay. Start her up. My cables are not allowing themselves enough slack. Let me move my phone here, and there we are. There we are. Good, thanks, mate. Hope all is well with everyone. I'm doing pretty well, yeah. I'm excited to get back into the game. Hopefully... Oh, you know what? Here, real quick. I'm just gonna unplug my other monitor, which means I need to stand up. Something I should get in the habit of doing. Freeze up this computer as much as possible, and it eliminates a variable that could contribute to poor image quality. So, looking at it last week, though... Oh, you do. Need to uncover the webcam. Looking at it last week, though, game looks pretty solid. It's a little shaky right now, but I imagine that doesn't translate most of the time to stream, and it looks good right this second. But I'm not going to obsess over it. I think I've done pretty much all I can to the end of making my stream look as good as possible. So, what I need to do now... We've been through the prison. I don't know that we've been through communications. Yes, we have. Yes, we have. That was what I did last. Okay. I'm just going to pop down here real quick to make sure there's no corridors that I missed. There's, of course, that. That's also into the storage. And yeah, just comms in the prison, so no need to mess around in there. Let's go this way. I don't remember where this actually leads, but you know what, actually? I think it makes more sense for me to go ahead and take another look around these rooms, because there may be things that I need the chain cutters and other stuff for. Just looking around real quick. I am going to... I feel like I'm having a harder time seeing in the dark than normal, and I think it's just because my monitor's reflecting pretty hard on my face. So I'm gonna lower my ring light. We can be a little dark for Mondays, right? Okay, I'm not gonna mess around on that side of things just yet. There is this, but we've already been through into both of these rooms, so no need to look around them any further. Just to verify, yep, been through there. And I'm pretty sure, I know this, it's good to see those rats just are not coming back. I don't need to do this, but... I have the cutters. What do you mean? Oh, right. I might as well, right? It doesn't do me any good, but, you know, maybe I can loop the monster through there if things get really bad. I have that option. I'm probably never going to think to do it. It might be worth actually going down that hall since I'm over here already, but let me first take a quick glance around these rooms. Pretty sure I don't have a light. Pretty sure I stopped carrying one around. I mean, your vision adjusts to the darkness pretty quick, all things considered. This is just the pantry. So what's the mystery Inc. trying to solve this time, Jack? Well, we're really just trying to get out of the bunker. Avoiding the monster along the way. He doesn't like light. He likes noise. So you want to keep the noise down and keep the lights up. And you also... I am almost certainly about to save Scott. I feel like I've wasted a lot of time here, and, oh, never mind. Autopsy of Renard. Body of Sergeant Renard, multiple lacerations, chest cavity torn to shreds, every rib cracked, skull cracked open by repeated blunt force trauma. Who could have done this to him? And just to refresh, I guess I should probably try and remember. I'm not about to read through all the lore again, but try and remember what went down. So the lore behind the bunker so far is they found their way into some Roman tunnels, and they were going to use those tunnels to get behind the German lines. But they awoke something in those tunnels, and a lot of guys were either starting to hallucinate or have dreams, or even one of them was starting to read about like some rituals and stuff that happened in those tunnels. And then this monster got summoned somehow, and all of the like grunts were really worried about this monster because they were the only ones actually seeing hallucinations or having dreams or seeing the monster. And eventually the monster kills a guy. All of the grunts are under suspicion, and I think at one point, it may have, I'm not sure if it was before or after, I'm sure you could surmise that based on the dates, but either before or after someone ended up dying, the grunts kind of worked together to collapse, some of the grunts anyway, worked together to collapse the way into the Roman tunnels. But I guess if that happened before, it was too late by then, and if it happened after, well, of course it was too late. So then all of the officers started getting suspicious, and I think most of them left. A lot of the officers aren't directly involved. I think one of them managed to get out. One of them for sure, who believed what was wrong was going, believed there was some kind of supernatural thing going on, got to a different bunker and radioed in a code to me, which I think I used, but maybe I didn't. Codes? That would be where it is. Arsenal code 3329, so I still need to use that. So we managed to get that, and he's just constantly broadcasting from wherever he is into here. And then as far as Henri, my character's personal story, Twaar, welcome in. Good to see you, buddy. As far as Henri's story goes, I don't remember the circumstances under which he got here, but I'm pretty sure... No, I think he was just one of the guys. I think he was just one of the people stationed here. And so he didn't want to take patrols out around the bunker. And so somehow he managed to get... yeah, that's right. I think he cheated at a game of quote-unquote chance. To get one of his friends to go instead, and then his friend got almost killed out there, ended up in a pit where Henri eventually went and found him and gave him some waters that seemed to cause hallucinations. It could have been the Vitae from the earlier games. I'm not sure about that yet, but it's been mentioned a few times in this game. And somehow they both managed to get out and get back. And my theory is that whatever Henri gave to his friend turned his friend into this monster. And Henri was so guilty about that that either he intentionally or unintentionally gave himself amnesia, so he doesn't remember anything. And there we go. That's about the bulk of what I remember, and I don't think I missed much. I think I'm pretty much up to speed. How are you? I'm doing well, yeah. Not too bad at all. How are you? Dwar? Nothing in there, but hey, we got some lore that I didn't have before. There's nothing in the corpses room. Aha. See, I know it wouldn't be an entirely a waste of time. We've got some bandages. I'm probably going to leave most of this here, but I can go ahead and make some more bandages. Yeah, this is just here. It's near enough to the safe room to where I'm fine with having to come back here, worst case, if I really end up needing healing. But it's nice to know now I have the potential to tank a whole lot of damage. Always can come back and get some of that healing. This is where the doctor... This is where I woke up, isn't it? I believe so. Nice little trip down memory lane. And I think on that note, we are good to get back to the main hallway. And I could try and go straight to the arsenal. I think there might be some barrier in my path that I need to deal with first. But yeah. The lore master, thank you. Of course, of course. I tried my best. I'm going to go ahead and commit myself to all that. It sure is a shame there's nothing I can do about all this. You know what? Why don't I take all the empty bottles out and just drop them on the floor? Hopefully they stay there, but if they don't, it's fine. If they despawn, it's not the end of the world. They're just empty bottles. I'd have to go like all the way downstairs to the supply area to fill them with oil to make them all that useful anyway. You know, there are things to throw around that you can't even actually add to your inventory. Goodness. Right, so the arsenal, where is it? It's that way, is it? Alright. Well, that's the way that I was gonna go. I could also go down to supply storage to see if there's anything else I can do with the wrench or the pliers. I'm almost certain there is, but hey, let's check out the arsenal first. All is well with me. Very nice. Good to hear. Right, we got a grenade this one open. I probably will in a moment, but let me look around. It goes to the tunnel. Now, is there a key code in here somewhere? There isn't, but there is a chain that I can clip open. I won't worry about grabbing a map just yet, I suppose. I don't know, the maps are nice to have, but they... I think I'm good enough at keeping track of where I've been and where I haven't in first person. This is a generator. Oh, is there a separate generator now that I need to worry about? Oh, and there's water. Are there monsters in the water with me? I do understand your game, Frictional. I know what you're all about. You love putting me in water where I have to walk slowly and make a lot of noise. And then you put a monster in here that thrives in water. That is a pump, is what that is. So it needs a little bit of fuel to pump the water out. Okay. Where fuel go? Fuel go where? Unless it's a hand crank deal, I don't think so. I just don't see where the actual fuel goes in there. Maybe I have to be a little bit more intentional about this one. Here. Is that hose implying... What's the... I was about to say, is the light already out? It seems... I am taking this somewhat for granted. This may not be the case. However... Well, those rats are dead. Wonder why. Oh, is this perhaps the arsenal thing that I need? Codes 3329? 3, 3. No. 2 and 9. Excellent. Oh boy. Great big room. Some stuff to move out of the way, and some fuel. Nothing. Haven't seen any rats in a little while, I have to say. It's a touch concerning. More fuel, though. That does make me feel good about how much I used just walking around areas I'd already been, only to find like 2 things to do. So at least I'll be able to get out in front of that whenever the generator goes down. I think that's more fuel than I've ever had in the generator before turning it on. So, I'm not going to pick up the meat. Although the meat is probably the way you're meant to deal with those rats. This is the way I'm meant to go. I must have to crawl through that rubble. Yeah, I'm really not sure as to where. I might actually want to go grab that meat. I'm not actually sure as to where. Or a flare, that might do it. I'm not actually sure as to how long I have until that generator goes out. Let's get that flare mapped to 4. And say good riddance to these monsters. Get out of there. Thank you. Probably should have waited until I was definitely going to go through there, but I did not see this. Now, unfortunately, that flare makes a lot of noise. So I may not want to hear. And is this not lore? I really don't want to stand here. Okay. Oh my goodness. Oh, it is very dark here. I see a place where the monster could come out at any moment. Suddenly wishing I used that flare over here. Use some meat to draw the rats away. Oh, we've got medical kits and a pocket bag. Nice. Okay, he's out, but he might not actually come after me. I'm in kind of a safe corner here. Flare just went out. I think he's gonna give up before he sees me. We still gotta find the generator for the pump. He should give up in a moment here. No need to antagonize him. I don't really want to have to come back here, so I'll go ahead and grab that med kit too. Don't want to look at him because I don't think there's any kind of insanity mechanic. Oh shit, does he see me? Oh no, okay. I don't think there's an insanity mechanic, but I'll bet you're more noticeable when you're looking at him. Oh, hello rats. You're all gonna go back there, are you? Damn it. You really are all gonna go back there. Alright, so I'm gonna have to tank some damage then. Because if they're all going back to that corpse, I'm gonna have to take a hit from at least one of them. It's okay. I'll live. So far, though, I did not get the thing that I was expecting to get out of coming in here. I'm pretty sure I looked over there quite thoroughly. Yeah, but I feel like I'd better look again, right? Because I clearly missed something. Got a grenade that I could use on them, but that's it. Surely this is where you're meant to go. That's where the hose seem to go from the other side of this. That's strange. This is the only way through to this side of the arsenal. We need to go into the arsenal, I'm assuming, to get that generator up and running. To get that pump up and running again, I mean. Please, 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 please. God, I hate the rats. This is where I meant to go, I see. Okay, he's back. And that particular rat wants me. And the power just went out. Oh boy. Is he, he probably sees me, right? I'm clearly looking at him. I think he's right in front of me. Maybe not. Okay. I don't know if he just killed that rat or what. Damn it. Oh, can't crawl through the bookshelves, can I? Am I actually meant to use a grenade there? That's the strong impression that I'm getting. Is this an actual grenade tripwire? No. It's a gas tripwire. Okay, I'm gonna save scum. Little shitty, but I'm gonna save scum. Just so I can make progress through that arsenal a little bit faster. Alright. Let's try not to do that again. Run all the way to the arsenal. Just a little hiccup, you know, in the process of getting refamiliarized with the game. I'm a little handicapped here. I put a whole week in between my last session. That's how I'm justifying it. But anyway, I don't need to mess around in the tunnels much until I've got the fuel, until I got the pump running. And this is explosive storage. Right. Okay. So what was it? 3389? 3329. Close. Kinda crazy that you can't just crawl through those shelves. I'll take the flare. Trying to be thorough here on the first pass through. Can go that way, but I didn't actually look around here last time. Oh yeah, I must have, because that's where the meat is. We'll try and use the meat to lure those rats away. Just see if I can learn how to do that properly. Just want to verify, nothing over here. It sure does seem like the hose should come through this wall somewhere for the generator that I assume controls the pump. I really don't have any more space. Wow, okay. Okay. There's some fuel to grab on the way out then. Oh, for God's sake. I could shoot him just to try and get rid of him. Just gotta wait for him to stop hunting. We'll be alright. There he is. I got a good look at him without, like, that chromatic aberration thing happening. He should give up pretty soon. Just, yeah. He probably goes away faster if you don't look at him. God, he sure is taking his time on this one, though, isn't he? Alright. Another flare. Let's try the meat. Here. Well, that doesn't do much good, does it? I did lure them to the side, so I can scoot by them at least. Yeah, that's great. Okay, I can use a flare on the way back. Try and make the most out of this now. Out of being on this side now. I mean, there's a rat that's probably gonna bite me because they're assholes. Perhaps not. Still haven't seen any hoses. Where do you actually pump? Like, where does the pump actually get its, fuel? That's what I want to know. Hang on a sec. Might help. If I point that at my, yeah, that's better. That is better. Nice. Okay, I mean, I'll try moving this, I guess. Didn't reveal anything. Ooh.
I stopped listening to my third favorite podcast just to be here. So, you're welcome?
I mean, yeah, I am grateful. I am very grateful choosing me over podcasts. Welcome in, Creamies. 48 months! That's 4 years! Oh my goodness. I am just thrilled to have you, Creamies. Thrilled to have you as always. Very, very grateful. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Welcome in. Oh. Oh. There was a tripwire there. Oh, and the monster heard it. Okay, well. We know what to do about monsters who hear tripwires. He's not actually come out of a hole yet, so. We're good. There's some boards to break there, probably with a grenade. I have a grenade, but I don't want to use it. What I do want to do is find a heavy object to throw at them. Or, I am also strong. See the monster get through that. My beard just instantly turned gray. 4 years? Oh my god, I know. How the years go by. Hey, Creamies, has Cardiff signed any players yet? Cardiff signed any players? Is this some sort of soccer thing? Some sort of football question? Oh, hi! The monster found me. And got shot. Well, I said I could tank some damage earlier. Hey, fuck off. Alright. Well. We were gonna have to save Scum either way. Pretty much. That's fine. I feel less bad about it now. The creamiversary. You must use cream and also make it pink. Yeah, we can do that. Cream cocktail, make it pink. Probably some sort of strawberry dessert drink, but we will need to make a point to keep it distinct from other creamies-based strawberry dessert drinks we've made. But I think I'm better at making drinks than I was then, so I think we got something. I think we can do something. Way too many thoughts to fit into a Twitch comment. I'll rant to you next time we voice. Yes, yes. That would likely be ideal. Tell you what, do you think maybe you could maybe include pomegranate, my favorite fruit? I mean, I can try to remember to include pomegranate. Welcome in, Ali. Good to see you. Good to see you. What is this? Meat? Yes, we'll take some meat. Have I gone the right way? Are you winning, son? I will never change. You don't need to change, Ali. It's fine. Yes, we're definitely winning. I did just die, but it means I can do this even more efficiently now. Very good to see you, Allie. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, we could probably do pomegranate. In fact, that would actually be pretty cool. It'll give me more reason to harvest the pomegranates from the trees we have next week. So I can definitely do that. And worst case scenario, I've still got a bottle of palm. Wonderful to use. I'm going to just throw a grenade at this. Blow it open. I don't think the monster's going to like that. Submap has been added to the main map administration office. Yay! Okay, now. You may think there's a flaw in my approach here, but I assure you, he's never going to know what hit him. He's not coming in here. He's too stupid to come in here. Into the map room? Nah. That's not his MO. He doesn't come into the map rooms. Oh boy. He came into the map room. Sir. Perhaps I should have thought more of him. Okay. You know what, buddy? I'm starting to think my approach was flawed. I'd like you to kill me. Very good. No, no. Go on. You don't have to give me a second chance. There you go. Very good. Alright. Oh, too loud. There we are. Let's see. I have no idea if cream and pomegranate go together, but I imagine they would. Sorry, I forgot. I've already done pink cream drinks before. My memory is hazy at this advanced age. No, we can think of something. That is going to be tricky, come to think of it, though. Pomegranate and cream, because pomegranate's a real bitter, sour kind of fruit. I might be able to work something in, though. We could try it, worst case. Too hot. I miss the rain. Oh, how was the concert? That's right, that's right. Not a huge fan of Wallows, the opening act, but even they were great. My Chemical Romance did 2 distinct sets with different vibes. And it was insane. They did all their biggest hits, too. Didn't leave any out. Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, that does sound fun. Anyone who is curious as to what that's in reference to, Creamies went to a My Chemical Romance concert the other day. And it seemed like a lot of fun. From everything I saw. It's never big on My Chem personally, but I was big on a lot of bands adjacent to My Chem. I was in the scene, just not in theirs. Wasn't really in anyone's scene, you know. Okay, let's grab the meat. I mean, the only thing you get out of going in through those doors is the maps that I'm never gonna look at, so yeah, I'm not gonna worry about blowing that door open. I'll save the grenade for something more useful. Okay. Last night at Dodger Stadium, my voice is gone and my feet hurt. Oh yes, your feet are gonna hurt. Did you sing along with the band? I should hope so. It's what you're supposed to do at concerts. It's what they tell me. Codes 3329. I was a proper little emo fucker, as you should be. It's a My Chemical Romance concert. You'd better be. They had Feet Hurty Floor out last night. Oh yeah. That's why everyone's feet hurts today. I think the monster's actually gonna come out this time. Do I have any room? I could grab one more fuel, and I'm going to. And with no more room to do anything, I'd better just progress. We're gonna use some meat in a moment. I guess what I'm really doing is keeping tabs on where things are to the best of my ability so I can grab them on the way out. Got some fuel there. I really wish fuel stacked, but I do get why it doesn't. Let's see. I think what I like about this game, for the most part, is, go ahead and write this down. The thing that I really like about this game is it's like... The thing that I really like about this game is that it's like if Resident Evil actually wanted to be scary. Because, you know, it's very much a nice blend between that resource management kind of playstyle you have to adopt in a Resident Evil game, but it's not like goofy zombies and funny men with hats, you know? It's in ridiculous mutants, biovirus mutants. It's actually, you know, some sort of strange entity and spooky rats and dark tunnels. Wake up! I'm up! Hello there, Alloy. Good to see you, buddy. I wish they would stop using it, but apparently the band insisted on it, indeed. Really brings out the emo when they do. Well, if everyone's feet's hurt, everybody's in the right state of mind. Spooky rats and dark tunnels, my favorite Skrillex song, of course, of course. I've got 2 grenades. Come here, lads. Nice. I mean, that looks like a heart to me. Enjoy your heart, little rats. I'm gonna take this dog tag. I swear that's a note I'm meant to pick up. I think the monster's gonna be joining us in a moment. But I can definitely hide from him over here. Yep. I'm pretty sure he's about to... Yep, okay. We'll just look at this corner for a little while. It's time to go live, Jack. Wake up. What? No. I swear I'm live. I wanted to go back to sleep when I woke up, but I didn't. I got up. I suppose this could all be a dream. If it's a dream, that means I can do anything I want. Like flop. No. No. I'm not so gullible. Right? Oh my god, it's like it's like 3 or 4 whole minutes. You have to wait for this guy. Streaming? Creamies? Bro, what are you talking about? It's 2001, Jack. Get out of bed. There's been a tragedy. Yes, of course, of course. 3 years old. I'm sure they woke me up for 9/11. I'm pretending you don't see me. Okay. It worked. I guess I didn't have to pretend. That's right, there's a pocket bag over here. That's why I had a suspicious amount of space. That's why things haven't been lining up. I'm gonna take the med kit. I hope things don't despawn. The game seems small enough to where it can probably keep track of items around, especially something like a med kit. Well, did not know that could break. You can probably crawl under that table too, come to think of it. Nothing to see here. There's a tripwire there with a gas grenade. In fact, there's a couple tripwires around. Don't remember where the next one is. We've got an empty bottle there. That's where the tripwire is. Ooh. That godforsaken monster is coming after me again, isn't he? I suppose he's never gonna stop hunting me. There's some cloth I'm not gonna worry about right this second. I still have that, yeah, I don't have that spare bit of cloth. Revolver bullets? 9/11. No, everyone's favorite band, Savage Garden, broke up. Oh, well, I definitely got woke up for that, yeah. A second joke has hit the stream. It's the second one all day, I know. Oh, God. I'm almost certain these bookshelves that I'm seeing are unique. Like, you don't see them throughout the rest of the game, which tells me you probably are meant to throw grenades at them to remove another obstacle, especially this one. I've got 2 grenades. I don't suppose I could just... That's way... I mean, it's not easier. I might actually be kind of trapped now, but I don't think so. It's smarter, though. It's a lot better than throwing a grenade right now with that monster. These tight corners. All these holes in the wall where it can snag me. This monster's always putting things of parts of its body through holes in the wall in an attempt to get me. I'm starting to take issue. I'm almost certain these bookshelves are teak. An alternate reality where Jack is a carpenter. It's true, yes. I know teak when I see it. It's a nice wood. Too good for this bunker, let me tell you. A dynamite bundle. That's why I'm here. Of course. Do I have, and a lot more other resources. So I may end up having to come back here, but it is full, so I don't know. Am I meant to grab that dynamite bundle and then traipse my way all the way back out? There's not a faster way to get through here at all? Because this sure looks like a cell door. But apparently not. Nothing for it. Dang. Well, let me, before I grab the plot item. Oh, well, what's in there then? I think I should probably blow this open, because I don't want to have to come back here. Well, I'm going to have to come back here for resources, but... Let me go ahead and blow that open. There should be somewhere good to hide in here. Yeah, right here. That looks like a good hiding spot where the monster probably won't come and get me. Oh, yeah. Sounds like he's all over that. It's alright. The explosion was nowhere near me. And if he comes at me, I'm gonna shoot him in the head. I don't actually remember how to reload. Ah, wow, I didn't realize I'd used so many bullets. Still wondering where when the shotgun's gonna come into play with all the shells I've been grabbing. Oh, just give up. It was just a random explosion. They happen all the time. We should be used to this by now. Pretty sure, I mean, I don't know where we are in France, but we're on the front. The tunnels you've existed under for a while have been on the front. Should I take it to mean that was you leaving? No. No. He's throwing a tantrum out there is what he's doing. What's going on here, buddy? See? Random explosions all the time. I think he's gone. And I think the generator ran out just now. So, not a great time to not have any light sources. We got some meat. Cloth. Beginning to suspect this wasn't worth the time. Revolver bullets. There's a gas grenade in here too, but that is actually it, so I'm a little disappointed. Yeah. Okay, that's fine though. Freed up an inventory space, and, you know, I always would have wondered. I may as well reload real quick. And from there, I guess I'd better take that dynamite bundle and fuel. Seems like the best thing to do. Grab the fuel. My vision looked hazy for a moment there. Grab the dynamite bundle. Let's try and work our way out of here. A lot of fuel to come back to the arsenal for. A lot of fuel for which to come back to the arsenal if you want to be a dick about it. And I do. Let's hope there's no tripwires that I missed. What did I just say? At least I can see now. Ooh. Oh, he's here. Oh, but I can hide. Look at the ground. Oh, I can't look at the ground. It's okay. He can't reach under tables, surely. Surely. And it's so dark that the only way to know if I'm looking at him is if my vision starts going weird. It's okay, though. He'll never look under here. Okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead and make note of this real quick. Very tense moment under a table. 56. Call it 55. Christ, yeah, it was tense because he was literally right there. I hope he doesn't see me. I swear he's gotten more persistent. It's like every time he hunts for me, he hunts for a little longer. What was the name of my friend that I'm pretty sure got turned into this monster? No, it wasn't was it Stafford? No, I don't think so. Who was it? I think if I see his name, in fact... Joubert. No. Joubert's one of our leading officers. Augustin. Yeah, okay. I reckon this is Augustin. Maybe he's mad at me. I should have gone on the patrol. Or I should have not turned him into a monster, however that went down. Dude, fuck off! Like, give up, man. You can get me on the next one. It's a good thing there's not an insanity mechanic. I think that would have been too much to deal with if you also had to be looking around for laudanum and stuff. Oh my god. Go back in your hole. Yeah, are you done? This fucking guy, right? You've killed everyone here. Just give me a break. Seems like he's almost scripted to... Oh, no, I think he's gone. Okay. It felt for a second there like he was scripted to just stalk around, you know? god, he's already out. I mean, I shouldn't have been making any noise while he was crawling around nearby, to be fair. That's kind of on me. Ah, shit. Under the table. Maybe don't look that way. Alright. Strap in, folks. Another 5 minutes. Oh, hurt the beast by triggering a trap. Apparently that hurt him. Hopefully it gets him to fuck off. It's good to know he isn't resistant to the gas. In fact, I think that did get him to fuck off. I mean, I was kind of hoping in the back of my mind that gas would help me out, but I certainly didn't expect him to care about it. I thought he'd fly right through there. I think we're good on tripwires. I don't have any room in my inventory either, so I might as well just try and get out of here ASAP. Gonna have to tank some damage on account of these rats, unless I'm fortunate enough to get by them before they really group up, which is not gonna be the case. Okay, that's fine. Wrong way. Let's take this moment of relative safety to heal. Oh, is it time for an ad? Alright. Play those ads and let me refresh my memory on all my notes from last week. So, you immediately get the sense that your resources are going to be quite limited with a single bullet loaded into your gun at the beginning. Yeah, in that intro sequence. You end up, that's like the one resource you get is a single bullet. Crafting seems to be more or less in line with Resident Evil's complexity. I appreciate the largely diegetic UI. It's interesting that you can seemingly just take damage from enemy... Yeah, you can just take damage from enemy soldiers. Not often. It's not like they come up often, but in the prologue. Though that is less interesting now that I've seen that it doesn't really happen again. Though you do get that moment where you get shot at in the bird's nest. I love that just charging your flashlight is enough to bring danger upon you. Of course, as a result of that, I just stopped using the flashlight. A lot more likely to just deal with the really dark areas. I'm unnerved at 43 minutes last week. Don't know why that was. They really did just go with the Resident Evil inventory management system. Yeah, they did, but I'm going to put a little sub note there. They did, but you are also limited on the storage box inventory. You can't really just put, you know, all your inconsequential things in there. It kind of has to be things you really plan on saving. They've even made countdown timers diegetic, that's right, with a stopwatch, which I also don't use because it's not really worth an inventory space. The whole generator fuel mechanic is a really interesting way to pace things and add an ever-present sense of urgency. That is absolutely true, because the game gets a lot harder when that generator runs out of fuel. Yeah, this is the thing that I really took issue with last week. Experiment, in quotes. If you think something might be possible to do, it probably is. It's not. You can't use a revolver to shoot the chains on. Like, the really weird thing, you can use a revolver to shoot a padlock off, but it's not, like, a big enough caliber to shoot the chains. That doesn't make any sense. It's lame that you need the bolt cutters to get through the chains. They should have thought better about that. Or just not told you that you can do whatever you want, because you can't. But yeah. But shooting a chain off a door isn't... Like, don't try to present yourself as a sandbox game when that's not what you are. But that is genuinely the only issue I've taken with the game up to this point. Otherwise, it's solid. Like, that's enough to bring it down to... 9 out of 10 is pretty strong praise, but, you know, it's still definitely an 80% territory in my book. The notes are well placed to build tension and suspense because they put you in the shoes of characters who have experienced exactly what yours is. No attention got called to the first sight of the monster, and that is very good horror. Surely it had something to do with the fact that the scare had to be able to happen in a few different places with the game not being linear. I did like that. I like... I'll put a sub note on that as well. I like that the game's horror definitely comes from... How am I trying to say this? There aren't scripted horror events, you know? There don't seem to be scripted horror events. At least not many. The way you encounter the fear the game has to offer is going to come down to how you interact with the game. I guess that's why they said to try and be creative, but I just, you guys you don't have the engine to be making that kind of claim, you know? I'm also just now realizing why most people have 2 timers for their ads, for their, for their ad timers for their bots, because it's nice. It would be nice if Billy was also, I'll make a note of this in my to-do list. It'd be nice if Billy also told me when the ads were over. Rather than me having to just look on my dashboard. I'm pretty sure that was 3 minutes. They should be done now. Yeah, cool. Do I have? I do. Let's grab this fuel. You want to go this way. And I guess just whenever the generator needs fuel and I haven't picked any up in the areas I've explored, best bet is to come back here and make my way through again to grab more fuel. But I got this dynamite bundle now. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I am actually going to refer to my notes here. If I'm not mistaken, what I'm meant to do is... Let's see. This is from SDT Boisseron. Have not seen another human for hours now. I might be the last, but in the hope that there might be another, I leave this now so you do not waste any time. This is the only exit, the only way out of this hell of our own making. It was blown closed. It needs to be blown open. Don't bother digging. Impossible. Blow it up. The dynamite is locked in the arsenal. The detonator handle is somewhere down in the Roman tunnels, deeper in hell. I go now to try to retrieve them both. Though I do not know if you exist, I pray for you. Please extend me the same courtesy. You got it. Let's get the heck out of here. We'll pop that dynamite bundle in place, revisit the storage. It is so dark. My goodness. I'm pretty sure there are emergency lights. Yeah, okay. It's not going to be entirely dark. Hopefully the footsteps aren't too terribly quiet. I want it to be a similar experience for me auditorially for the people watching, but I do notice the footsteps are like half as quiet as or half as loud as I am. Did someone say courtesy? We did. It's true. You're right. Welcome in, courtesy. That's what we call you. Good to see you, buddy. Good to see ya. We're going to put this dynamite right here. We're going to hook it up, and I bet he's just going to smash it in there. Very good. Yeah, that's how it works. Okay. Now we just need the detonator handle, which is somewhere in the Roman tunnels. And I don't know how to get to those. Here I am. Good seeing you. Jack is looking for that courtesy. I mean... You're not wrong. I can go ahead and use all of these fuel containers right off the bat. I'm still going to be limited on inventory space. We're getting to the point where I need to go and find the rest of the things that call for the wrench or bolt cutters, because I don't like having to carry these around. And I'm also at the point now where I really don't know where to go to find these Roman tunnels anyway. I'm definitely going to have to come back to the arsenal for resources, if for nothing else. Yeah, see, this is the thing. Like, when I'm interacting with stuff now, that's about as loud as I want the game to get. I should probably look at my audio levels next time the monster screams near me. I'm going to save again before I get that going. Bill Williamson should take notes. Yes. Yeah. Oh, right, the dynamite. Yeah. I thought we were talking about courtesy still. No. Because Bill always messed up with the dynamite. Yes. I'm glad you caught it. Yeah, I'm glad I caught it too. Oh, is the arsenal the only one I don't have the map for? I mean, I guess let's go for it. There's resources I might as well grab out of there now. Oh, I didn't actually save after dropping all these empty bottles. In that case, let's put some more stuff away. And just drop these out of my inventory. And then save. Alright. We'll start by using a grenade to get through that door just right off the bat. It's going to bring the monster down upon us, but that's okay. Map this to 4 and this to 1. I can't use 5, can I? No, it's 1 through 4, probably so people can use their D-pads. What's the grenade? 4? Is that not what I just pressed? Okay. Where's a good place to hide while I do this? It's not in there. Probably back here, I would think. Even here's not great. Let me take a quick moment to find somewhere. 'Cause, oh, maybe right, yeah, no, that's gonna be right in his path and not covered enough. Oh, in the tunnels, yeah. Or at least near the tunnels. The only way to get in there is to figure out how to fuel this, right? So kind of just want to see which side he's coming out on that side. Okay. So I'll go over here and hope he doesn't see me. If it sounds like he's getting real close, I'll bang him. With the gun, I mean. Monster. Red Bull better. Yeah, I think I kind of agree with you, although I don't know. If we're talking about original Monster versus original Red Bull, I think they taste exactly the same, though it's been a long time since I've had either. But as far as like the variety of flavors, kind of up in the air. I really like the pear-flavored Red Bulls, but I really like the Java Monsters. Of course, it's been a long time since I've had an energy drink. Hey, yo. We're gonna bang this monster. This is the hose that I need to figure out where it goes. Because this is surely the fuel hose, unless that's, you know what, it makes a lot more sense that that's actually just where the water ends up. So how do you get fuel in this generator? Because it seems like you have to clear the water out of the tunnels to explore them. How do we get the pump activated again? I'm kind of starting to... No, he's still mucking about. I'm kind of starting to think he's not coming in here. I'm sure he can dip under that, but... There he goes. Alright. Ah, yes. This was also something that was stopping me. I may as well go ahead and clip these. Disagree. Red Bull OG... Oh, I see. Red Bull OG tastes like gasoline and Monster tastes like lead. But white sugar-free Monster tastes like heaven. But overall, Red Bull has better flavors in general. Interesting. I've seen a much wider variety of Monster flavors than Red Bull. But Red Bull cans all tend to look a lot more similar than Monster cans, in my experience. At least Monster goes for a wider variety of textures. Yeah, so this isn't working. Something needs to be done to this. Can we maybe move this out of the way real quick and look a little closer? I can move the barrels. I have no idea what to make of that, but I'm not too bothered about it right this second. My main goal at the moment is to blow up and act like I don't know nobody, but after that, you know, that not being much of an option right this second, I do want to go back through that room, through the arsenal itself, to tunnels, storage area A versus B, yeah. Again, I mean, these maps aren't altogether useful, but since I only needed the one more, and they probably haven't mapped out the tunnels. What is this? A gas grenade. Ooh, and a photo. Hang on. There he is. Oh, fuck! Of course you can use these to break the tripwires. I don't have to jump over them anymore. I can clip them. I mean, I'm not going to carry these around purely for the purposes of clipping tripwires, but it's good to know if I do have them. Exactly. Nope, nothing. There's all sorts of little boxes and whatnot, and most of them are empty. And I feel, well, maybe not most of them, but most of the ones I actually notice on shelves are empty. I'm sure it would help if I actually carried light sources around with me, but that is for noobs. Just gonna try and grab everything I can, really. I'm not gonna be able to get all of it, but I'll be able to get a lot of it. I'll probably go to the end now, rather than, just gonna more... Well, I mean, there is meat around here, right? Yeah, there's some meat. I can use that on the first pass by the rats, but I think I'm probably gonna have to tank the second. Okay. Just keeping my eyes open. Nothing in here, I don't think. Nope. Ooh. Something just hit my window. Hang on. Strange. I don't know what just hit my window. Suppose it could have just been, it sounded like a kind of a thud. Not so much the sound of a seed pod popping out there. Oh, thank you for the clip, Kurt. I'll check that out later. I think I know what it is. What the Jack doing? The Jack doing indeed. Where's all the grenades? I swear there was a gas grenade around here. Oh, God. Another flare. These silly old rats. You can almost certainly blow these up. Oh, is the monster upon us? I think when you hear him passing over an area, you want to make as little noise as possible so he doesn't go into the room with you and slow you down even more. Of course, I have no idea how much time to give him. Let's get this meat. Right there. Come and get it, rats. There you are. Off with you. You as well, little bastard. Okay, dude. You know what? I might just refund the game. Come on, man. That's... I used the... No, we're save scumming that, because that's bullshit. I used the meat. That one shouldn't have been aggressive. He's big chillin'. He just be running around. I do just be running around. It's a big part of the game up to this point. Of course, I'm not gonna refund the game. That was hyperbole. I'm still mad, though. I feel you. I feed you and you attack me. That's fucked up. Now, that one was lingering. I don't think that one was actually going for the meat was the issue. But still, man. Why did he happen to just spawn right then and there? Like, they've made the rats enough of a pain in the ass, you know? Okay, so here's my plan. Maybe I can make slightly better use of my time this time around. And I'll actually look around in there while the monster looks around in here. Hopefully... I'll stay crouched while I do it, you know, because he should be looking around in that next room. I don't think he's going to come in here looking at me. And with any luck... Yeah, he's coming. Very scary. Oh, okay. Okay. I think I make entirely too much noise in this water. Maybe you're not actually supposed to get rid of the water. Maybe that's just part of the deal down there. If you really want to not make noise, you're on a limited time window for it. I want to leave the fuel here just in case there is a way to pump the water out. Oh, in fact, of course there is. I'm not looking at the hoses, I'm looking at the wires. Naturally. Okay. Okay. Well, in that case, turns out they're vegan and wanted soy. I see, I see. Nice standing water, perfect for swimming in, yes. It looks, you know, in these rat-infested tunnels, it's probably perfectly safe. I could even drink it. Okay, I want to leave that gas there just in case. I'm also just not too worried about clearing that room right this second. There you are, got all that, wonderful, I see, thank you. It's not E to exit, it's E to toggle text. That's the trouble I was having. Take a look at this, just so that Henri knows. Take the gas grenade, take the fuel. I think the fuel's honestly worth the grenade. The gas grenade, not so much. I mean, I could use the gas grenade against the rats. Of course, I don't have a gas mask on me, so that doesn't do me much good. And I gotta say, that gas mask so far, probably the least useful thing in the game. See, the explosive storage is probably just there to remind you this is why you're in the arsenal. I don't think he's... Okay, he is coming out, right? No, I don't hear him stomping around. I think he just clawed at a hole. Silly bastard. Nothing else in here. We got a flare. I can use the flares to clear the rats, but it attracts the monster. Why suddenly strings? Not strings. I mean, horror instrumentals. What did I do to deserve this? Push the barrel in the water and ride the barrel and earn your true title. I am he that buries his friends alive and drowns them and draws them alive again from the water. I came from the end of a bag, but no bag went over me. I am the friend of... Oh, it's... Yeah, I see. I am the friend of bears and the guest of eagles. I am the ring winner and luck wearer. I am the barrel rider. I don't remember Bilbo's speech going that way. What I don't remember is... I am he that buries his friends alive and drowns them and draws them alive again from water. I don't remember the... I don't know, that almost sounds Christ-like. Maybe I need to reread The Hobbit, it's been a while. I come from under the hill, and under the hills, and over the hills my paths led. And through the air I am he that walks unseen. I am the clue finder, the web cutter, then the stinging fly. I was chosen for the lucky number, and then on, I see. It's from the animated Hobbit movie, I see. Is that not from The Hobbit? He says something very similar in The Hobbit, if not that directly. Alright. Now, let's try this again. Really? Okay, so the best course of action you have for dealing with rats is a little inconsistent. At least I can pick the meat back up, though. I was about to complain pretty hard, but I can pick the meat back up, though. I'm not too bad. Not too mad, I should say. Can we get the other guy over here? Yeah. all okay. You guys, all right, here. Just go there. Get a little bit away from the body and I'll just squeeze right by you. Anyone else? Dickheads. Oh, and now we've alerted the monster again. These fucking rats, man. They complicate an already... I mean, it's not that complicated, but they complicate a system that did not need complication. But at the same time, if the only enemy you ever had to contend with was the monster, it would get a little dry a little fast, so I can't be too upset about the rats. I don't know. I wish they were a bit less of a pain in the ass to deal with. It's not like they're a scary threat, they're just an annoying one, but I don't know. That annoyance adds to the stress, which compounds onto the tension. So, here. I can write something down about that. I am of two minds about the rats. On the one hand, without them, the game may become quite dull as far as moving, breathing antagonists go. However, they are not a scary threat, only an annoying one. Perhaps that annoyance is good for your overall state of mind, however. And we can timestamp that, though it won't do much good. 125. Call it 124. Yeah, it's from the Hobbits when he's taunting Smaug. Rats! We're the rats! Rats. Fuck 'em. Jack of all trades. That is what I said. I think I've said that a few times. It's kind of a catchphrase. Oh, did the monster break a few, I think he did. I think the monster broke a few bookshelves down for me. It was nice of him. Oh, here. I can actually try this out. Yeah. Nice. Disarm and traps, just like that. Can I collect the grenade after the fact? I can! Alright, perfect. That's really good to know. I don't like gas grenades enough to pick that up, but I'll take it. And unfortunately, I think gas grenades are one of the non-permanent ways to get rid of the rats as well. I mean, I don't think there's any permanent way, but it seems like the Molotov got rid of the one swarm for a lot longer than I was expecting. A lot longer than the gas grenade ever did. But yeah, I think gas grenades and the gas mask, probably some of the most useless items in the game, based on my experiences so far. Of course, I'm finding all sorts of uses for all sorts of things. Yeah, the monster really cleared away for me out here. I don't know why it's so dark. Is there, Is there a light switch, I wonder? Is there a breaker I can pull to get power the rest of the way into the arsenal? If there is, I certainly missed it. Yeah, he really broke a path through this for me. That's awesome. Achievement! Big ol' achievement. He is kind of a friend, isn't he? Maybe at the end of the day, he just doesn't understand that I'm on his side, you know? Can I have cloth, please? Give me cloth. Oh my god. Where did it go? You know what? I don't care that much. It's a piece of cloth. You can use it to make bandages or Molotovs. That's it. Monster, we need to talk. We do. Maybe he just wants out just as bad as I do, but he thinks I'm the monster in here to kill him. But as soon as I blow that door open, he's gonna be like, oh, shit, okay. Yeah. Our interests are aligned. There is more meat here. And more cloth. And I'm out of space anyway. Honestly, I think with how much healing items I have, it makes more sense for me to tank those rats on the way out. But I might drop something in favor of fuel. in all honesty. Like, the thing I'm most likely to have to come back here for is fuel. And so it might make more sense. What's in here? Might make more sense for me to just grab as much of all of the fuel out of here. And if I really need to come back for flares, I can. And it looks like there's just the one fuel left, so I'll drop one flare in this room. Or a cloth. No, I think the cloth is less useful to me, so we'll drop the cloth. Drop the cloth, grab the fuel, and hopefully never come back here. Not that I dislike the arsenal. I just, you know, it's a whole deal. It's a long way to walk through here, and the monster really seems to like it. Give it a moment. Maybe it's like I Am Legend and you were the monster the whole time. That's probably what it is. This is the monster's world now. I mean, look at what humans are doing up there. Shooting each other. In the largest armed conflict up to this point. Do we really deserve the world? Any more than this monster? Alright, rats. Just gonna tank a bit of damage from you. There you are. They must just, like, nip at your ankles when you jump over them like that. Take this opportunity to heal. I imagine these bandages are overkill for like 1 unit of damage. It's kind of a shame you can't just use a cloth in situations like that. Just to stop the bleeding. That's all you would really need to worry about. Who is to say, indeed? Alright, I think that's me done with the arsenal. Because, yeah, I looked around pretty thoroughly. Looking at the map, there wasn't anything else for me to look at. Just gonna double check real quick. Because, yeah, there's the tunnels, clerk's office is where we are, munitions storage, that's gated off, and into there, got the supply closet, which we blew into. Yeah. I think we're pretty much good on the arsenal. Okay, so I'm gonna head back, get some more fuel in that generator, and then I think I'm coming back here to traipse through the tunnels for probably the last sort of MacGuffin. Doesn't feel like the right term, but I think that is what we need the thing to progress the plot, right? So let's do it. Just gonna be a whole lot of crouching. Well, I mean, as little crouching through the water as possible, I guess. And put the gas grenade and I guess one of the flares. I'll tell you what, I'll put the first aid kit away as well in favor of the bandage. Right. Nah, you know what? I think if you're going to take one, you might as well take the better of the 2 healing items. I don't really want to have this flare on me, but we're about to put probably most of this fuel in there. Let's see. Oh, it's a McMuffin, thank you. You're right. How could I forget? Oh yeah, we're going to put all this fuel in there. Don't you die on me. I could put one more, but it might be a little wasteful. I'm gonna just choose something in the storage to drop. Although all these bottles are still here, I might not actually need to worry about saving items like this. However, were I to drop anything, I think it would be this gas grenade. So, as far as things I'm okay with potentially despawning, gas grenade's pretty high on the list. Should I bring a light source with me? Probably. I can see some scary, you know, flooded tunnel darkness business happening up ahead, but hey, I'm a risk taker. I should save. says the risk taker. Okay, don't sprint all the way. He's coming. He's fucking... Oh, what have I done? It's okay. Just as soon as you hear him, you need to start being more quiet, and then be quiet for a minute or two, and then you can probably start running again. Seems like the lights flickering is also an indication that he's still nearby, even if he's not making noise. And of course, if you hear him making noise, or if the lights are flickering, if you have any indication that he's nearby, you definitely want to avoid the little holes in the wall. Because that's a good way to actually spawn him into the room with you, rather than just having him in the walls. Okay. I am still curious about whether or not there's any use for my wrench or cutters in that, I don't know, whatever wing is off that way, the way you can get to the bird's nest, but let's focus on the actual plot objectives. Alright, so hopefully, having done this, and I might be wasting time by checking, but hopefully having done that, I can actually pump this water out. These boxes really are in the way. There we are. It's okay. He's in the walls. He's in the goddamn walls. Will always be in the walls. Hey, come on. Oh, God. That's gonna be pretty loud. I like to think I'm invulnerable right here. I like to think a lot of things. The pump's seen better years. Monster over here. Yes, monster. Come and get it. Okay, I think we're good. I bet I still make a lot of noise. Where the hell does this thing end? But it is on, like I said, its last legs. At least I don't have to drown myself to hide. But I'll bet these tunnels go deeper. Soup's on. Oh yeah, I definitely should have brought a flashlight. Oh my god. Okay. Come here. Oh my god, I have to push this thing all the way through this tunnel with me. Okay. Is there any... Oh, dude, I should probably go back for a flashlight. Or... not. There is indeed light ahead. And water. Got mole eyes, yeah, honestly. Every frictional protagonist has the capacity to never need the light again. Well, this is nice. Oh. Okay. Well, I kind of just want to timestamp that. Quote. Well, this is nice. ... Oh. 138. Call it 137. God, yeah. There we go. I can save here at least. I feel kind of silly putting all that fuel in the generator just now because it's all going to be gone by the time I get back and I won't have gotten anything out of it. They were shooting at the door. Who took a picture? Oh my god! Whose eyes are those? Toussaint's or Toussaint's madness. Had to see what the dark held. Had to. Neuer, Farber, all of them. They don't have the right kind of eyes. There's a world down here full of seductions and secrets, and my eyes are right for it. Never mind that they trapped me down here. I have seen a vision of a gone world, bloody and terrible, beautiful and awful, godly and infernal. All around me, voices, the past, clawing, spinning, whirling. I don't know what they want. I don't know what they want. I have to stop it. You can't see it anymore. It tasks me with what I do not know. Please, God above, if you ever were there, end this. Give me some way to end this. I see it now. I see it now. See it now. See not. See it now. See it not. Whirling and whirling. And whirling. It calls for blood. Does it? From Jobert to Renard, Neuer's report. Our mad classicist has struck again. Neuer has filed a report claiming that the Romans used these tunnels to hold sadistic bacchanals. Great festivals of cruel combat, torture, and worse. Further, he says these were all held in an arena over a great pit. Any who fell into it fell into screaming darkness. His words. What a poet. I've been in the tunnels. They are tunnels. Full stop. Recommend surveillance on Neuer. That kook. Crazy old Neuer. He reads too much. Too many history books, that Neuer. Doesn't he know the Romans were pagans? And fools. Oh. Is this the game telling me that it's nighttime outside now? No, this is looking into the tunnel, where it does seem like moonlight is shining in. God, I should have brought a flashlight. The game kind of primed me not to... Oh, shit. I mean, that's quite the artifact. Oh. What is this steam rising from the ground? What are these rocks protruding from the walls? That doesn't just happen. Not in 1,000 years it doesn't. Maybe it does, I don't know. I mean, it's certainly also not 1,000 years. Actually, no, the Romans? That's well BC. A couple thousand years, maybe it does. Hey, Franklin, look at that streak. Hey, buddy, mid-breakdown, can't talk. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Hope you're well. Yeah, hope you're well as well, Franklin. Best of luck, buddy. Crazy old Maurice. Tunnels are tunnels. Such helpful words. Oh, I see. No, so this doesn't just happen. Some sort of metaphysical thing had to make it so. Interesting. Is the Earth trying to take these tunnels back? Well, it all gets lost in a terrible twirl. Renard? Let me make sure I've got that right. Neuer, not Renard. Neuer. Neuer, I have a gun. Yeah, you're not gonna get me with that one. Am I okay to be breathing down here? What the fuck? That is so good, man. Really, really solid, unnerving doesn't call attention to itself. Jump scare. 142. Fantastic. We've got ghosts walking around in the smoke. I'll have the bandage. Oh, this is so good.
It all gets lost in a blinding twirl.
Noyer, this is unbecoming of a man of your station. Noyer, there's a monster attracted to sound nearby. I'm not sure if you knew.
Day in the park.
I'm hearing footsteps all around me. Yeah. Very good stuff.
A child's empty hand.
I guess I don't know.
Stained armband.
I don't know if a flashlight would have even been helpful down here with all the smoke or dust.
Still understand.
Alright, bud. If you're gonna shoot me, I mean, I'm not gonna pretend you wouldn't be doing me a favor. Noyer! Buddy. Are you gonna make me shoot you? What do you think this place smells like? Oh, dust. Mostly dust. Okay, one of the shadows I saw down here looks like an Amnesia Rebirth when you go into the other world. There are enemies, I mean the only enemies you see down there, and it's like vision based. If they see you, you die. It's kind of lame. But one of the silhouettes I just saw was one of those things. Whoa! I'm gonna shoot you, my guy. He's got wall hacks. Are you kidding me? Well, I'm glad I brought a fucking med kit. I'm kind of wishing I got behind cover before I used it. It's rare to see genuine fear on your face, Jack. This is a well done game. This is well done, a well done horror experience.
Gets lost in a bloody twirl.
Where did you go? Yeah, dickhead. Peek that corner. What a nasty glitch.
You think pain will stay my hand?
I was hoping a shot in the heart might do it. Stop that. How did you miss? You shot me through a corner, but... So much for my only friend. Why is your face made out of cloth? What happened to you? He looks like a gatherer. Of course I took his gun. Had to take his gun. Got a shotgun now. I guess we'll mark that to 2. Got more ammo for the shotgun than I do for the revolver right this second. I think I have one more round to pop in here. And we're at 4 rounds as well. Might actually want to go ahead and load my shotgun up. I have no idea how safe I am down here now. What's going on? Same deal, I imagine. Gotta hold, yeah. Cool. 4 rounds in each. I'm pretty sure that's gonna lead into a room I've already been. So he just went down here and started going crazy, huh? What is that, a cloth? No, it's a med kit. Wouldn't mind another pocket bag. Oh, and a thing that I can use to break other things. Good to see. How you doing today, Kurt? I don't think I actually greeted you. It's good to see you, buddy. I could blow that open with a grenade. Oh, I don't have one. I could probably blow it open with a shotgun. I guess that's probably what that picture was illustrating to me. The shotgun can be used. It's, you know, it's like having grenades that you can fire, I suppose. Effectively, as far as the game goes. If this was RE7, once he opened that door, he would be standing behind you with hedge clippers. Yeah, honestly. They don't let things die. Fungus, you know. Doing well, friend. Rare no work Monday and going to magic tonight, so should be a good day. Hell yeah. A little bit of magic. I think I have to get in there. Okay. Nice. Hopefully I don't use too many shotgun shells doing that. I'd much rather use a grenade. And there's the detonator handle. Am I really about to finish the game? And a pocket. All the pockets. Hell yeah. And this is the way out, I take it. I gotta tell you, I was expecting the Roman tunnels to be more like, in the Dark Descent, there's like a prison section, like a deep prison section with, the regular enemies and the elite versions of those enemies walking around it. It's extremely dark, probably the hardest part of the game. I was expecting something more in line with that, but I'm not complaining. This was good. It was scary. It had its good moments. Mr. Moneybags, oh yes. All the artifacts I'm gonna smuggle out of here and sell on the black market once I get, discharged. There's no fucking way I'm fighting Germans after this, let me tell you. Well, I don't think Henri's gonna survive this, personally. Just a hunch. Let me see. You know what? Grab the thing we're here for. Let's stop playing this like a game. Henri would have grabbed that immediately, right? Why do these keep getting in my way? Want to be like Mr. Burns and be rich? Yes, yes. Oh, this is the pit. Oh, so that I mean I don't know if that's how Henri got down there. In the prologue, no, that is not how he appeared to get down here, but maybe this is how his friend got down there. We're probably about to relive it. Very cool. Let's see. Sun is still up. War's still going on. Lambert, 3284. Oh, nice. That's right. He got the rabbit doll for his kid. Can be thrown. Well, good to know. I'm gonna try and make a point to have that on me when I get out. Honestly, that's what that pocket bag I just picked up is for now. It's for the rabbit. Oh, guys. Come on now. I can see the skybox through here. Who was it? It was Lambert, right? Yeah, and Lambert wanted to try and maybe go back for the rabbit. Lambert wasn't the one though. Well, Lambert wasn't Henri's friend, right? It was Augustin. Is Augustin's last name Lambert? Hang on. It is. Okay, okay. So yeah, Augustin, Henri kind of tricked Augustin into taking his patrol for him. And Augustin seems to have taken that up. Well, hang on. I sit now at the bedside of my dear friend Henri Clement. Clement. The doctor has left, but I remain. I feel I must record the extraordinary twists of fate and fortune that have led me to be here, breathing, alive, strong, and well, while Henri lies unconscious, fighting for his life. Starts days ago on a night patrol. I fell into some kind of pit. I was injured, unable to move, unable to escape. By all rights, it should have been my tomb. I cried for help, screamed myself hoarse. The effort left me parched, exhausted, and still alone. As the next night fell, as I cried what might have been my last cry for help, I could see the stars high, high above, beautiful and different. And then Clement's face appeared at the top of the pit. He lowered himself to me, found a trickle of spring water there, and had me drink from it. That's the spring water, right? It was cool and crisp with a strange, sweet taste. Never has water felt more nourishing than that, administered by a dear friend's hand. I was saved, but of course that is not the last twist fate's blade would stab into my back. 11th of July, 1916, night. Later now, I continue my tale. As Clement carried me across no man's land, fate struck again. A German outpost spotted us, gunfire, explosions, desperation. And as the air cleared, I pulled myself to my feet and saw that Henri was wounded, blood pouring from his head, his eyes glassy. He was fading. I do not know where I found the strength to carry him, but carry him I did, all the way back to our bunker. 12th of July, 1916, morning. Woke this morning and realized that the toy I purchased for my son is gone. I promised I'd bring him something home from the front, so I bought him a stuffed rabbit from a local shop. A rabbit because he thinks he's so fast. It must have fallen from my pack when I fell into the crater. The thought of that stuffed rabbit lying in that crater, rain and weather matting its fur, unloved, forgotten, totally alone, lost forever, fills me with a profound hopelessness. 12th of July, 1916, afternoon. Spoke to the doctor. He told me Henri woke in the night and had no recollection of the events in the crater. Indeed, he seemed even confused as to where he was. Aside from this disturbing news, I am feeling rather good. Stronger and stronger, as if the whole ordeal filled my body and soul with new purpose. Yeah, I mean, that theory seems to be shaping out. Lambert turned into the monster. Henri somehow... I don't know, Henri seems to have just... I think Henri, or Lambert, giving him that spring water turned him into the monster that ended up killing everyone. And I don't know if Henri ever actually kind of learned that, and that was the thing that made the amnesia happen, or if it was just happenstance. There is, I'm pretty sure, something from Henri, expressing regret. It's been hours now and Augustin has not returned. His luck did not hold. No, this is just, that's not what this is. I'm in a state of agony. It cripples my body, captures my mind, bleeds my soul. This thing I have done, this thing. It is lunch in the mess hall currently. The thought of eating repulses me. This is the day after he's expressing regret at, It must be just before dawn. When the shelling stopped, I woke. The sudden silence always does that. Augustin's bunk is empty. I went looking for him. He wasn't in the mess, nor being seen by Dr. Jozinski, nor lurking out for a final smoke. Dax was on patrol. I asked him. He said Augustin hasn't returned from the scout. He said the words like he was pronouncing Augustin's death, as if scouts don't come running back at all hours. As if it wasn't just a routine patrol. as if all hope was lost. It's been hours now, and Augustin has not returned. His luck did not hold, neither is mine. What could I have been thinking, if he is gone forever? But I do not want to write it, for fear of writing it will make it real. I will continue to wait in my bunk until dusk, and if there is no sign of him, then I do not know. The priest keeps staring at me, as if he can sense I have some unseen weight on me. I will not give him the satisfaction of a confession. It was nothing, a joke. I thought it was just a joke. I never thought. And therein lies my sin. Agony. So that's him. I can only assume this is him still feeling guilty about tricking his friend into taking the patrol for him. This is also 9th of July. I do not know the time, but dusk has fallen and still, of course, no word. When I asked the sergeant, he shrugged, as if I was asking about when it might next rain. These fools around me laughing, yeah. And then my conscience compels me now, as it failed to compel me then. I must do something. Yeah, I don't know. That's the thing. I've always been under the impression that there is no way that this thing, just not wanting to be the one who takes the next patrol, is the thing that has your character, that has the protagonist here, so guilty as to trigger amnesia. I think the protagonist somehow knows that they're the reason for all of this, even if it was inadvertently. Oh, is it time for an ad? Right. Now fight the monster, which kindly blow up the dynamite. Actually, whoever reads that journal while holding the rabbit becomes the monster. That makes more sense. That sounds right. Okay. I mean, unfortunately, wow, and I'm about to be going back with no fuel either. I'll tell you what, I don't really want to go in until those ads are done, so let me keep an eye on that. And also, I am definitely... Here, we got about 2 minutes there, and there we go. I think every time I adjust my mic, there's a chance that I bump my camera with it. It's a precarious setup we've got here. Definitely going to look into fixing this setup once I'm more than likely going to rotate this desk so that it faces that corner behind me, to make more room for the studio over there for the bar, make more room for lights mostly, and in doing so, hopefully finding a way to make it so that my mic and my camera aren't competing on my desk for real estate, because it's annoying. I'd really prefer it if one was coming one way and one was coming the other, but it's tricky because I've got my second monitor right here, which means my webcam really can't go right there, and that's the only other place it could go, you know, come at me from this way instead of from this way. And the alternative, I guess, would be to have my mic reach all the way over here to point in my face, but I don't know. An external mic stand might be an option, but I don't really want to do that. So, hard to say. I really want a corner desk just for the extra space. It's nice. I personally, I'm hoping that the next time I buy a desk, I'll have the kind of money to do a custom one that I can build a computer inside of. That would be really cool. But I don't think I'm gonna buy a corner desk again. I think what I would probably do, I'd prefer a U desk, I think, with a really wide midsection, because I really don't like having to fight the actual corner, like, footprint of the desk when I'm moving in to sit on one side or the other. I could move my monitors farther to the right, but that doesn't really work for me. So a lot of people like corner desks, and I was really into them for a while, but having had one since like 2013 now, it's I'm over it. I think I'd prefer just a big wide space that I can easily push my legs under. And that, I have to imagine, there we are. Did we lose peripherals? No, we did not. Real quick, because I am noticing it's real halty, you know? It feels like we're getting half the frames that we should. Hopefully the stream looks good to people watching, but Let me just see. Can I cap my frame rate? It's already capped and VSync's on. I've done everything I can. I could smooth frame rate, but no. Inside, but what if you change your desk room, or you change your room around that desk? It has to be super heavy. Oh, but what if you want to change your room around that? Yeah, a desk with a computer built into it. I don't know. If I was doing that, if I was building a computer inside a desk, I'd be pretty happy keeping that room in the same orientation for years. I mean, I'm privileged enough to have a room to dedicate to sleeping in and a room to dedicate to the bar and the office. So it's not that big of a deal for me for the next few years to have a pretty stable sort of layout in the bar/office. But, I mean, realistically, I don't think I'm going to have the kind of money to be able to afford to, you know, have a desk custom made anytime soon. I think my priority needs to be getting my own place first, so that's also the thing. I guess it's my ADHD. ADHD whispers in my ear at 4 a.m. to change everything for no reason. Yeah, I like stability in my room layout. Where the hell am I? I'm genuinely a little bit... Okay. I'm back. What is this room? I'm pretty sure this is where I came in. I mean, I went through that door at one point. And we're just burning fuel. It's mostly just bottles. What is this? A grenade? I'll take the grenade. Really is just a lot of empty bottles. Getting your own space is tough, man. Prices are nuts, but having 100% your own space is heaven. Very much miss having a place to call my own. Oh, I can imagine, yeah. I mean, I get a lot of privacy, to be fair. If I'm streaming, I don't even really have to worry about anyone knocking on my door. So I'm pretty comfortable for a while, at least. Of course, you know, I want to move out, but I'm in no rush. Especially with the economic uncertainty going on right now in the US. I certainly don't want to move out for the first time in this world that we're in at the moment. Okay, I think I need to stack a box here so I can climb out. I don't. The fridge in my room is the spare food storage, so my parents walk in here all the damn time. Oh my god. I could not. I could never. That's unfortunate. Sorry to hear that, buddy. Well, I can definitely understand your eagerness to move out if that's the case, Kurt. That does not sound fun. Really bad when I'm streaming and I have to just go quiet. No, I would think so. There were other routes I could have taken. This is the way I came, so where does this go? Oh no, I've seen that. I think there was another route I could take, though. I just kind of went with my gut, and it led me to the objective. I guess I probably wasn't really going with my gut. I was going with where the developers wanted my gut to go. But I'm pretty sure there was another route this way. It does not feel like we're approaching a climax here. Need to move out as soon as possible. Cannot blame you. get my ass to LA. Yeah. LA's expensive though, man. Even like LA adjacent, anywhere in LA County or Orange County or any of that's gonna be tricky. Anywhere you want to live is gonna be expensive to live in. God, that, I see. It's a cell change area. Okay, and that's just a dead-end tunnel, right? Yeah, okay. Okay. But friends are close, so it would be worth it. That would be convenient, it's true. No, not that way. I should save, though. The generator's almost definitely out of fuel already. I think part of why that didn't feel like a climax, was because there was only one enemy for me to worry about that whole time. And it was a guy. It was just a crazy person with a gun that I shot, you know? Oh my god. Okay. What? Wait. God, that cell change really... Wait. Is the game fucking with me? Okay. Now hang on a second. So... we're in the tunnels. Yeah. That's very funny every time you do it. We're in the tunnels. Okay. I'm gonna go through this water. Through this tunnel. Okay. Taking a right. Not taking a right. The tunnel curves right. Yeah. And then that's gonna curve back around to there. Yeah, okay. That's why I was confused. Very, very similar looking. Yeah. And there's the box that I had to push the whole way. Okay. The game wasn't fucking with me. It's just that cell change really kept throwing my perspective off. Definitely a good spot to move since I have no partner or pet holding me in place. So moving is pretty easy. It's just funds and the need for a job to afford everything. Yeah. Definitely want to get that job locked down first. I'm sure I don't have to tell you that. Goodness, it is dark. I mean, I've got the detonator handle, right? I could just rush out of here. Hello, Jack. I am back. Welcome back, Ghost. Good to see you, buddy. I think we might be about to finish the game. I wonder if it's got a rating system at the end. It definitely feels like I'm gonna get graded. I wouldn't even mind. This feels like a game with like, out of all the games I've played up to this point, I'll write this down. All the games I've played up to this point, this one feels like the most likely for me to come back to. 212. Call it 211. There was a large pause. It read like you said. Good to see you again, I think. Oh, I see. My mistake. No. Good to see you again, Ghost. Unequivocally. Very nice to have you. Guess it's good to see Ghost again, I suppose. That felt like a monster hitting the wall more than a bomb. I have no fucking idea where I am. Okay, I'm going the right way. But yeah, like the Resident Evil 2 I liked enough to consider playing through it again, but that second encounter with the G mutant just makes it so I'm probably never going to play that game again. It's such a terrible boss fight and I never want to do it again, so I never want to play. I never want to play RE2 Remake again. Even though, I'll be honest, thinking more and more about it, it's pretty obvious the solution there is to use stun grenades. It's like the only time in the entire game where it's really worth using stun grenades. But that's the issue. The game tells you stun grenades are useless, so why would you carry them with you into a boss fight? Well, let's save. Apparently the generator's still going. Maybe not. No, it's definitely not. Well, you didn't brace yourself, Henri. Oh, good. Progress saved. Yeah, here's the climax. Yeah, alright. I knew it wasn't going to be that easy. Oh, I definitely should have, I definitely should have put here. I'm going to load back real quick. I hate to save scum, but I'm definitely going to put some stuff away. Doing well. You've inspired me, Ghost. I've been working pretty hard on a YouTube video. Nice, nice. Good to hear that, Kurt. Why? Weird. No, okay. I don't know. I'm trying to keep my audio right below peaking. Still a long way, but I think I'll finally finish one and get it out there. Nice, nice. Okay, real quick. Let me put some stuff back in storage. I could get the generator going, but I don't think it would be worth it. Oh, I don't really have a room. I definitely don't need all of this healing. Here. I'll go ahead and put the fuel in the generator. Just because, I don't know, I'm not taking the fuel with me, so I might as well put it here. I'm also curious as to what sort of video you're making, Kurt, if you feel okay sharing. I won't even turn that on yet, because I don't think where we're going any lights are going to be hooked up. And I'll put that away. I'll go ahead and just drop the flares, I suppose. I think out of everything in here, I mean, to be honest, the pocket watch is pretty fucking useless. But the pocket watch is unique. So we'll drop these flares on the ground. I'm definitely keeping the shotgun. I kind of want to keep the cutters and the wrench just in case. So we're keeping the rabbit toy no matter what. What are we going to drop then? Grenade. We've got a lot of grenades in there. And then I'll put that in there, and then I'll... You know what? We've got a lot of bandages. Let's drop one of the bandages on the ground. Okay. Let's go. Let's bring a flashlight, actually. I'm not going to bring the lighter. Although the lighter is a more versatile source of light. And vibes. Yeah, okay. And if we're bringing the lighter, let's go ahead and bring a Molotov. And let's map the lighter to 2. And then the shotgun to 2, lighter to 3, Molotov to 4. Well, those cell changes are atrocious. They could have hidden them a little bit better. Fuel. And the monster is indeed still down here with me. It feels like there's probably not much more of the game at this point. But, we're still in the bunker. I'm just wondering, have we started a different section of the bunker now? They were certainly digging down here with intent. These aren't natural tunnels. What is this now? What indeed? Nice, and what the video is on Discord. Very cool. Oh. I don't think these are Roman tunnels anymore. This is, yeah. These are those other things. Don't know what they're called, but it's that alien race, the sort of, you know, the Lovecraftian guys with their non-Euclidean geometry and all that. Interesting. Come on. Ah, wrong way. That's why we'll be asking for help with proof watching my video to make sure it's at least watchable. Oh, I'm always down. Always down. Interesting. So all the shelling seems to be really disturbing the architecture down here. Might be some motive, right? For the entities. I'm not walking on that. Oh, Furious is a great YouTube idea. I'd love to hear it. Oh. You're the monster. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna try and walk on these sketchy wooden bridges? Yeah, apparently he is. Okay. Is this what we're doing then? I'm just gonna have to, like, block him off from being able to get to me? Because that's kind of cool. Yeah, come on then, bud. Yeah, dickhead. Okay, but he does still have options. I haven't exactly helped myself that much. Oh, shit. I've actually harmed myself. I'm gonna run this way now. You can come all the way over, and then I'll run that way. This is cool. Yeah, this is fun. The confrontation with the monster around the bridges feels like a really cool way to have this kind of confrontation happen. With an antagonist that's been pursuing me from the beginning. I don't know, there's a lot of ways to fumble a sort of final encounter with a horror game protagonist, and this does not feel like one of them. So that's cool. If AI and Tech Bro have taught me anything, it's that there's no value in a great idea alone. Good to know, Furious. Travel to America and visit the worst restaurants. You try the food and say witty phrases on how shit the food is. I then spend the rest of the week trying to fix the restaurant and get it back on the map. I call it Kitchen Bad Dream. And then after each video I premiere, I re-upload it every 7 months. That's a good idea. I mean, honestly, someone could just do that, and depending on who they are, they'd probably have success, no matter how blatant they are about ripping off Kitchen Nightmares. Okay, well, fair to say I can trust the wooden ones. Oh, you've got a... shit, alright. There's a dog tag over there, I'm sure of it, so I'm just gonna train the monster. This is cool though, it's like you have to look at him now, you have to keep an eye on him, but no matter what, you're also keeping your distance, you know? It's pretty good. Kitchen nightmares. Yeah, alright. Hopefully none of those businesses go under after you visit, like another show I know. Oh, yes. I mean, they seem like they're definitely gonna be fine. Just trying to kind of loop him around as far as I can. Any other dog tags? I guess not. You can follow me around here if you like, buddy. In fact, it's probably better for me to leave this open, so you just follow me like this. So wait till you get there, and then I'll go around. I'll bet you can break these. Oh, shit. I am also on maybe a time limit with some of these bridges. I'm mainly just here to see if you had anything on you, burnt man. But apparently you don't, so I guess I should just go. I'm wondering if you can actually just trap the monster. I mean, what I can do right now... Oh, can I not? I can't close that one. That kind of sucks. Alright. It kind of feels like I have to trap the monster here, doesn't it? So now I have to kind of establish, like, which ones of these bridges... Where are you? Oh, you're there, and you're going down the way I can't block off. So I can raise that bridge up. Can I raise this one? A bit of a risk, but what about on the other side? No. So I could have him go there and then force him to turn around, but sometimes he'll move real fast, you know? Yeah, see, look at that. He sprints across that bridge, so this feels like kind of a non-mechanic, doesn't it? Of course, now he has to zigzag. I guess there's that. Yeah, that should buy me enough time, actually. Oh. I was expecting this to be the path forward. Oh, shit. Stay back, monster. Fuck you. I know I was absolutely trying to cheese it just now, but fuck you. Okay. I see what I meant to do here. I might just have to load a save, unfortunately, unless... Oh, not quite. Okay. You might as well kill me. I'd like to just try this again. Go on. There you are. Sure, restaurants because they were on TV, and once the hype dies down, people still show up, yeah. Have a great idea. Be English, but claim to be a Scot. Ah. Kind of do that now, but I'm Welsh, claiming to be part Scottish. Ah, that's true, that's true. That one is taken. I got another idea. Excellent. Knowing Americans, they probably don't know about Wales, so this can work. I mean, honestly, no, most of them don't. Ah, shit. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. Why don't I, instead of that silly lighter, bring an actual flashlight? Yeah. Anything else? Nah? Nah. Let's map some stuff. 1, 2, 3, and we'll put that on 4. Oh, that's right. You don't map your flashlight. In that case, we'll put the cutters on 4, I guess. I travel to America and visit the worst hotels in the country and say witty phrases about how bad the rooms and food is. I then spend the rest of the week Fixing the hotel. I call it Hotel Havoc. That also sounds good. I then re-upload it every 7 months after it premieres. Nice. No, you should. People will be all over that. Do you have any degree of celebrity you can cash in on? Because I think that's a little essential to your idea. Okay, so I have to use this to... I have to use this whole system that they have here to delay the monster to the point where I have time to move the boxes around there and jump over to the next section. Which I can do. Seems like basically... he's there right now. Let me see. And maybe the time limit is actually the game just making it a little easier for you. He certainly has a good sense of how much time he has. I am the celebrity, what do you mean? Oh. Well, I had no idea, Furious. Must be popular in the UK. I can't raise this one, can I? No, but I can raise this one. Of course, that is just gonna bring him... Yeah, that doesn't help me at all right now. It might help me later. Because he's about to come this way. What I might be able to do, actually... Oh, he doesn't know what to do about me. So say I come over here. Would that be enough to convince you to maybe turn around and go the other way? That will, and he's gonna be on me real fast, unfortunately. But if I can get him to commit to that and then close it behind me. Once he's on the bridge. Now he seems to be under the impression that's his best bet. However, if I do that, then run this way, he might kill me anyway, but we'll see. Alright. So he's there now, going that way. I can prop this up so that he has to come all the way around, and then maybe I have enough time. He's got to do a little bit of a rotation, I think. So let's see. Push this. I hope that's good enough. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Damn it. God damn it. Okay, but that's such a good moment, you know? There's so much ambiguity about how specifically you're meant to deal with this. And having this monster on your tail and in your line of sight the whole time makes for such good tension. I mean, this is honestly, this might be as close as you. Oh my God, we dropped a shit ton of frames earlier. Sorry about that. We've got we've got pre-roll ads disabled, so you can reasonably refresh your stream without having to watch more ads. If you're noticing there's a ton of delay, might be worth it. Let me see. So that was at 2:33. Call it 2:30. Like, this is up there with some of the best horror experiences I've had as someone who's kind of desensitized to this sort of thing. Okay. You know what? Let's try that again. Is that... That's death, right? Right? I was trying to die. I think that was death. We're loading back to the last save, I assume. Watch your step. Good idea. Yeah, okay. Okay, we're loading back to the last, yeah. If that fails, I'll call Gordon Ramsay, even though he lacks experience in the field. I like that. I don't know about you guys, but I really enjoyed that gag. I like the way you capped it off. That was a good one. Another show where you pin two teams of chefs against each other and yell at them the whole time. He's just sleeping. It got real sleepy at the bottom of that pit I fell down. What are the chiefs doing, Kurt? Cooking. Chiefs who cook. Okay, what the hell was I doing? I really don't need the flashlight, honestly. But I'll take it just in case. And yeah, that's good. That sounds good to me, bud. I don't want to have to keep doing that, so we're gonna save. Is if E, it's C-H-E-F. There's no I in chef. Ooh, yeah, and it's interesting that there's gas cans down here. What is he gonna do? Is he gonna come at me down here, really? Right before the climax where we have to have our fun little showdown? I don't think so. I think he likes the showdown. I think he knows the showdown's coming. No I in chef. That seems wrong, but I can't spell. Well, there are some, well, chief. Chief is the word with the I in it. So, okay, Gordon Ramsay can help you by shouting. That's true. I think Gordon Ramsay would be great at teaching people how to spell. Showdown, you say? Showdown? Would you say he's hunting you? Like a hunt showdown? I would say that. I would say precisely that. Okay, so you want to spin these? I think it's best if I open everything up to start. You want to buy yourself as much time as possible. Let me try and establish here which ones I can actually close. And it seems like the ceiling collapses maybe in a scripted manner. No, don't do that. That's not the right way to do it. Okay, it's good that we discovered that. You cannot... I don't know why he chooses to go so slow on these bridges, but I'm not going to complain about it. If he's on the bridge, you're not going to be able to lift it. So, don't be stupid. Oh, Gordon, not Gordon. Don't make me bring him, Ghost. Furious is specifically referring to Gordon Ramsay. Where are you? I can, but you can't. So we're gonna do this. Force you to have to go all the way back around. And then maybe what I can do... does it change? It might actually change every time I die. Okay, this isn't quite as helpful as I was hoping. Let me rethink this. It might actually change which ones you can and can't adjust every time you die, so it's never... You can't get used to the ideal path. It's going to be different each time, unless I've been completely turned around here. So he's over there now. Tell you what I can probably do. Yeah, I can raise this one. So he's probably committed enough, I think, to that. No, he's right there. Okay, never mind. Do not want to do that. He must be scared of heights. He's got me in a rough position. Man, that's 2 streams in a row now where I've been dropping an inordinate amount of frames, and it's concerning. Can I raise that one? Can't raise that one either. I can raise... It looks like it's just 2 of them that I can raise. What about this one at the end here? Yes, okay. If that's the 3 I can raise then. I can bring that one up and that one up to force him to have to go down this middle section. So how can I get him as far away as possible from the middle section? Probably by trying to lure him there. And then closing that on him. Is that one up? I can't tell. I'm gonna have to go and check. So you can easily lure him here, raise that up, and I can go this way, but he can't. This feels more like a climax. He's gonna have to follow me down this way. I can raise this one up. Where is he? He's there, okay. So maybe what I can do real quick... I'm gonna want to go that way. I think. I'm actually not sure. He's over there. Oh, I just fucked myself with that. I'm pretty sure I have this right. I want him right up next to that, coming at me from this side. And I just, by the time I get to that point, I want all options closed to him, so he has to take as long a route as possible. And I might have more wiggle room than I realize here. What he's gonna do, though... Well, no, he has to go all the way around to get to this pillar here, so... Oh my god, I always fucking forget which way to spin it. Well, that sucks. Alright, that's fine, though. We can go ahead and close off some other options. I want to end up going that way. So what I'll do is just to make it harder on him, I'm gonna close this one... Now, where is he? And then... there he is. And then I'll go around. I should be able to lure him now. Get him to follow me this way. He has to right now. That's his only option to get over here. So he'll follow me all the way around. And then, yeah. I'm gonna wait until he's probably about here to raise this, because you can't be too careful. As soon as he's on there, you cannot lift it anymore. It has to be at a certain angle to prevent him. He's coming, yeah? Yeah, he's coming, okay. Just get ready to call it there. Just raise that one. Run over here. Cross this bridge and raise the other one. Now he has a very narrow option for how to get to me. So, hopefully I have enough time to push these boxes where they need to go. Never mind. Damn it, man. Okay. Okay. Annoying. Wonder if the shotgun stuns him longer. I mean, you would think a well-placed grenade would stun him for a while. Maybe I should be more concerned with using my resources here than using the environment. But, I mean, that's the ambiguity I'm after. That's what I want to see. Grab this fuel. What is illuminating this area? Because it sure does seem like sparks of electricity. Yeah. Some sort of otherworldly light. Alright, so what do we got this time? It's really cool that this changes every time, too. Like... I'm gonna have to really think on my feet here, and that's not something I tend to expect from any game like this. So we've got one path that I can go down that he can't. We've got a couple of raised bridges, one all the way in the corner here. Let's go ahead and get that down immediately. So he's almost certainly going to follow me this way. At least this seems consistent, this bridge being the way that it is. My life is like this game. Is it? How so? We're gonna need some explanation on that one. What is your plan? You're gonna go all the way over there now. Well, okay, buddy. I'm just gonna go over here. I want you to commit to that, yeah. Calm down. Can't do any of these. We can raise that one up, though. Let's try that. Maybe I'm being too insistent about doing this in one go. So now he has to go this way, and he can. It's not going to take him that long to get over here, but I might have enough time to at least pull this a little bit. Get it a little closer. There's a gnat in my room and it keeps chasing me. Okay, so exactly the same. You understand. The only person here who can empathize with me right now is Furious. I expect only sympathy from the rest of you. I mean, I can prevent... I don't know why this one got stuck like that. I can prevent him from going that way, but that's just gonna have him go that way. Oh, but that does... Are you kidding? Oh, he can jump across that, come to find. That doesn't bother him at all. Alright. Well, good to know. I bet you can destroy these with a shotgun. Just close this behind me. Hopefully he thinks to... Nope. Okay. Well, this won't be the most helpful thing in the world for me, but I'm gonna do it. Where's the other ones that I can close? Is it just those two on the side? That one, and then the one in the opposite corner? Aren't there usually three? Because I can shut this one down. It'll be right over there. I can go ahead and bait him into doing this. Then maybe I run... It's almost like he picks up the pace immediately once I start doing this. Okay, that's absolutely where it needs to be. And then I think we just need to do that again. You're just buying yourself time so that he's not there with you while you're moving crates around. That's why this exists. You're certainly not expected to do all that in one go, as far as I can tell. Shotgun shells, nice. Okay, where is he? I'm gonna go this way. We can do that exact same thing again. Hey, hey, hey. No need to pick up the pace on me now. And this time I'm gonna wait until he's a lot closer to the edge of that bridge. There we are. Alright, let's try and make this quick. We just need to get a little box in place and jump on one, jump on the other, right? So... Oh, not great that I missed that. There we go. Now, I can't imagine that wall is gonna stop him. Yeah. I'm shocked, you know, honestly. Absolutely perplexed. Don't tell me. Oh, are we back? Not quite, but I get the sense I'm going to be controlling Henri for a little bit more here. Oh. Oh, is that... Oh my god. So best case scenario, he ends up as a prisoner of war. Oh, wow, man. I knew it wasn't going to have a happy ending. I do like that it's ambiguous. That was good. That was really, really good. Oh god, I'm peeking. Sorry, I'm too excited. Yeah, that was fantastic. That was... As far as actual survival horror goes, I think that's the best one I've done so far. I think as far as, like, how much I enjoyed it, I liked the Midnight Walk better, but that was hardly a survival horror game. There are things to say about it in regard to survival horror, but that game was a story being told first, and a game second. Fantastic, though. I mean, the thing that this game really brought to the table, I think, that it really seems to have brought to the genre is this insistence on giving the player a lot of options for how they progress. And when there's a lot of options, there's a lot of doubt in whether or not you're doing the thing that's the best to get you through the situation you're in. And that's fantastic. It's really good at getting you in that state of fight or flight and keeping you there for pretty much the whole game. Didn't overstay its welcome either. I mean, what, 8 hours? 8 hours it took me, a little bit under. Actually, no, a little bit over 8 hours. Was hoping you'd like this one. Yeah, definitely. That was really, really fantastic. Again, the only flaw this game has is that really bold claim from the UI early on. The, what was it? Experiment. If you think something might be possible to do, it probably is. Yeah, it's not. It's absolutely not. You can't shoot the chains off the doors, you know? You can't use a grenade to get through a small grate that's held on by some bolts. It's like, you shouldn't have made that claim. But aside from that, really good stuff. And I think it's also, you couldn't have made this game much longer, because right at the end there, I wasn't scared of the monster. I was willingly running to it to get back to my last save. We were past that point, but I don't mind being at that relationship with an antagonist in a horror game like this for the last hour, right? It's when you get to that point really early on in the game and there's like 10, 15 hours left, that's when it's kind of rough. Like Still Wakes the Deep was like that. I wonder if there's much to be said for the ideal length of a horror game. Like, is there an element of going too long, killing the horror? I think so, definitely. And it's always going to be a toss-up as well, because horror games don't sell that well, right? It's not a genre with as wide of an appeal as a lot of others. So there's always the question of, like, well, do we put a really good self-contained experience for our, like, the people who aren't going to mind that it was short? Or do we insist that we give people their money's worth? Of course, this game has a decent bit of replayability. I don't see myself playing it again anytime soon, to be honest. But I think a rating system at the end would have helped a lot in that regard. That would have encouraged me to try and do like some soft speedrunning. Pretty small team worked on it as well. I'm pretty sure Soma's credits were a lot longer. 0 minutes is my ideal length. Well, come on now, Furious. You don't like being scared. I love being scared. I love how distracting it is. I'm never more immersed in a game than when I'm actually afraid. Oh, there is kind of a rating system. It gives you your stats anyway. Let's see, difficulty mode normal. It was, yeah, almost 6 hours. So, interesting. Realistically, if I hadn't beaten around the bush so much, I guess a lot of that is reading and probably reloading as well. I'm not sure I'm not sure if this counts reloading. It probably doesn't. Longest time between saves, 36 minutes. Time saved, 48. Number of deaths, 12. It must count time, you know, aside from what actually got saved, if it counts your deaths. 8 rats killed, 23 bullets fired, 1 shotgun shell fired, 14 grenades thrown, 3 gas grenades thrown, 1 petrol bomb thrown, 7 flares thrown, 23 health items used, 44 generator refills, 14 blackouts. Oh, right, with generator going down. 22 traps triggered, 2 corpses burnt, 3 fires started, 19 doors destroyed, 7 times spotted by Stalker, 13 items crafted, 12 Stalker bullet hit count. Really? I shot him... I shot him more frequently than I was spotted by him? How's that work? I know at the end I shot him a few times, but... Rat scared by torch. Didn't know that was an option. Maybe it was more useful than I realized. Stats is probably the best way to do it, so they don't give a definitive answer on what they think is the best use of your items. That's a good point, actually. If there was a rating system, it would have to be, like, hard-locked to your time, I think. And not really consider the way you used anything else. Very cool. Well, I mean, we're going to be ending pretty early here tonight. There is a new game plus, naturally. No 2 playthroughs in the bunker are the same. Items, traps, codes, and more are all randomized. You know what? There was a locker code that I never actually went for. I wonder what was in there. Wonder if that was the last one. I don't suppose... Just out of curiosity, Shell Shock mode is extreme difficulty. Custom mode is customized your playthrough with 30+ game-changing settings. Both modes come with new achievements. Yeah, a lot of replayability. I won't on stream, at least. I mean, maybe I'll revisit this game in October. That might be kind of fun, because I am going to be looking for horror games to play, and, you know, but haven't played a shit ton throughout the whole prior year. That might be tricky, but we might revisit this in October. New features added, tweaked stalker behaviors that increase unpredictability, a sub-level fuse system, a hardcore health system, randomized corpses in locker locations, revolver and shotgun stowed away in lockers, and much more. Real quick, I've got this save slot. Let me just see where it... Oh, I see. Let me just see where it loads so that I can just see what was in that locker. Really, really good game, though. We are going to definitely be ending early. We won't play... Oh, my God. Hang on. Dropping a shit ton of frames again. Weird. I don't know what's going on with my connection. I might actually have to contact my ISP about that. That sucks. It's fine right now, but we keep getting this into, this poor connection zone. I wonder if there is some kind of good ending, though, because it's interesting that this rabbit is here. This seems like you're supposed to take it out of the bunker with you to get a good ending, but maybe... That's something I'm not going to worry too much about, finding out all of these things on stream right this second. I definitely got what I needed out of this game for the purposes of the video essay. But that was a lot of fun. So... What code did I just get? It was Lambert 3284. Let me just see. There's still a few as well that I just didn't get into. But Lambert's is probably the most important for the plot. What was it? 3284? Codes 3284. There is some plot. What do we got? Nope.
12th July 1916. Up again. In the chapel. Trying to pray, but my mind is too alive with thoughts of the crater. The rabbit. And that water. Its taste. And yet I don't feel tired. Instead I feel this itch. This sense that there are things I must do. Purpose. A bloody purpose higher than any of man's petty wars. 13th July 1916. Morning. Everyone's talking about hearing scratching at the walls. Tremblay even claims to have heard howls echoing through the barracks. I feel strange myself. Can barely find the words to write. My hands feel so odd. Gnarled. Bulbous. Like they don't belong to me. I hesitate to write this, but a thought keeps echoing in my head. A thought I must not act on. A bloody thought so seductive. It calls. It calls. It calls. 15th July 1916. Madness in the barracks this morning. Renard's dead. They say murder but will not show us the body. A dream rises in my mind. Countless cruel eyes upon me. Must check on Henri. Wish he would wake. Could use a friend. My prayers remain unanswered. 18th July 1916. Blood on my hands. Blood on my hands. Blood on my hands. Their pain. I want more of it. I can hear Tremblay now. Coming closer. 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 I can get what I want from him.
Oh, well, alright, I was right. One thing I want to try in that case, what happens when you throw the rabbit at the monster? Can we perhaps get some of his humanity back? Can we get a glimpse at it? Just gonna try that real quick and then we'll probably call it. I could wait around for him to spawn up here, but I know he's down there. I don't know why there's fuel down here. That's what I want to know. What are you supposed to do with it? I guess you could pour it on the ground to block him off. That's probably what you're meant to do. So let me just see. What does the monster make of the rabbit? I have it mapped, right? To 4? Yeah. Come on, monster. Lambert. Where are you? There you are. Come here. I got something for you. You gotta come this way? Right over here, buddy. Check it out. It's yours. Yeah, you like that, don't you? Showed the beast the bunny. It's pretty neat, huh? Does that remind you of anyone? Well, only for a little while. Alright, bud. Thanks so much for your time. It's been real. I'll see you on a replay. Very good, man. I just... hard to say much else. I have almost nothing but praise to give this game. They were a little full of themselves with what they made, I think, and that's why that UI message came in at the beginning. But aside from that, genuinely, one of the best horror experiences I've ever had. There's a fair few achievements I don't have, but they are all hidden except for the one that's about getting all of them. So yeah, I mean, imagine some of them are for New Game Plus, some of them are for trying and beating the game with certain settings enabled and all that. Is it his bunny? It's the bunny that Lambert bought for his son to bring back from the war. You learn that in a note, and you find it in the crater that he dropped it in. So yeah, it's a way to distract the beast. I guess he finds it familiar somehow. Very interesting. Well, I mean, I guess I'll just write down one of the best horror experiences I've ever had. Very good stuff. All right. Well, that's gonna do it for me for the day. Sorry, it was kind of a short stream. There's only two other games that I want to play before I feel like I've done everything I want to do. One of them is Darkwood, and one of them is Signalis. I don't know which one of those I'm gonna play on Monday, but we'll find out. Aside from that, I'll be back on Wednesday. This time around, it will not end early. I won't have scheduled maintenance, at least as far as I'm aware. There isn't any scheduled maintenance from my my ISP. So yeah, Wednesday for some Rogue Trader in the evening, and we're gonna do some cocktails this Friday, I'm pretty sure, unless something comes up. And yeah, let's see. Does it make sense to raid? Okay, I will raid if there's anybody live that I know. There is not, so we're just going to go ahead and call it. Both games I'm excited to see you play. I'm excited to play both games. I've heard good things. I mean, I liked Darkwood from what I played. It's been long enough to where I forgot enough of it to where I think I'll have a good time on a basically a first playthrough, because I barely played any of it. And Signalis I've never played, only heard good things. But yeah, I will see everybody on Wednesday, and otherwise, have a great rest of your days. Great stream, Jack. Thanks, Furious. Great stream, Bunky. Thank you, Ghost. Thanks to everybody who hung out. Kurt, Ali, Alloy, Creamies. Thank you for the sub, Creamies. And yeah, see everybody on Wednesday.